What's good? It's the last Chad. We are back with another video, and today we're in my dungeon. I had scoured the globe left, right and center, and if you're someone who suffers from herniated discs, lower back problems, or even injuries in your sciatica and things like that, you'd understand that doing this is like hell. I have absolutely no pain in my back now, and for me, 1 year ago, that was just an absolute dream. I had suffered for so long that if I had to try and bend over, to try and sit down on a chair, or to try and even do anything like touching my toes or putting my shoes on, I would literally be cussing, pooping myself, or sweating bullets from the pain. I know I might sound like a sleazy salesman, but if you buy now, you will, I'm just kidding. There's no strings attached. I'm basically like friends with benefits. I'm helping you fix your back because I know what it feels like to be in pain. This is the program that got me from that to now being able to do this, like I said. Now I know I'm in reindeer ears and I look cute, but this is a very, very serious video. If you're actually serious about fixing your back and getting on the right track with your health and your pain, you will follow this program to a T. Alright, so the first part that we're going to get into, and this is once again the optional section of this, we're going to get into something called UHP. There are stimulation spots in the body. One is the sternum, one is the psoas, and one is the back of the head, just behind the soft skull. These three areas are areas that you hold tension. So what we do first is we lie down, we breathe through our nose into our diaphragm, breathing nice big breaths in through the nose, out through the nose using the diaphragm. We take two fingers or our knuckles and we massage the center of our sternum, and then the next spot that we do after the tension in there drops out is we go into our belly button, come out by 1 inch, and we go down into our psoas. Now this spot here, you will feel a little bit tension kind of down that pulls into your lower back because those muscles actually attach into your lower back. So by getting into them, we can release that. The last one that we do is in the back of the skull. So you have your bones that stick out from your hard skull there, and then you have your soft skull that's just underneath. You're gonna take two fingers and you're slowly gonna massage that spot. Once that tension drops out, you are done. For someone with herniated discs or like bad lower back pain, these are really, really important, these spots. But once again, it's optional. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. It's just something that I did and I found good results from it. Now that the optional warm-up is done, we are now doing the first exercise. You're gonna need a block, a milk bottle, a foam roller, anything that has a decent circumference or width to it that you can put in between your knees and squeeze without it breaking. You're gonna be on your back. Basically what you're gonna be focusing on doing is with the pad in between your knees. If this is arching your back, you're going to tuck your back. When you tuck your hips underneath, you are then going to raise your feet, your hips up off the ground, keeping your feet in contact with the ground and keeping your knees squeezing onto the block. The next exercise that we're going to be doing, the lying bench Copenhagen. So basically it is a really fancy term, but all you're going to be doing is you're going to have your top leg on top of the bench bent, you're going to have your underleg lying underneath the bench, and you're going to be bridging up onto your elbow. You're going to make sure you shoot your hips forwards and up. In that position, you're going to hold it for about 15 seconds, just enough that you engage your abductors. You're going to be lying on all fours on the ground like you are a dog. In that position there, you're going to tuck your pelvis as much as you can, almost like you're sweeping your butt cheeks underneath yourself. Put your elbow onto the ground, keeping that tuck, and you're going to try and breathe into your shoulder blade as though you're trying to press air out through your shoulder blade. It's going to feel like there's a big stretch in the back of your scapula, but what it's going to do is teach your lungs to expand and create extension into the shoulder blade and create a whole bunch of air pushing into that arched back, that curved back, which will then help with the back pain too. So the last exercise that we're going to be doing, and this is really going to help with teaching the hips how to roll and rotate properly, is we're going to lie against the wall on our side in a position like we're sitting on a chair. So we call it 90-90 because you've got 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees, and you also have foot connection with the wall. You're going to take the block that you have, or the little drink bottle or roller. You're gonna put that in between the knees, and once again, you're gonna be squeezing slightly. In that position there, you're gonna make sure that your back is nice and straight. You're gonna tuck your pelvis, and you're gonna drive the top knee over the other knee, as though you're trying to drive it forwards. You should feel a really sore squeeze into your glute just on the outside, because the hips are gonna be working very hard to maintain this. The whole time doing all of the exercises, make sure that you're breathing through your nose, and make sure that you're breathing nice and deep into the diaphragm, as that is what's gonna help relax you and teach you how to properly control yourself. So on top of using this program, I would highly recommend that you go to a physio that knows dry needling and is understanding of back pain and back problems, because he's going to be able to help alleviate a lot of inflammation and tension in the back, as well as the program that you're doing. So I used the physio and it helped huge. Thank you for watching. If you want to see me lifting in a suit in the city, click here.